Graham Windram was fighting against the floodwaters to save his home. His 25-ton barge washed onto the riverbank in Great Bedford. Search and rescue helping him to get it back into the river and try to secure it there. With all his belongings on board, it has been a Christmas like no other.
We've been quite happily moored there. I live there, obviously, and I go to work every day, so getting on and off the boat's been fine. But the last 2 days I had to basically abandon ship.
Okay.
And we've had to make precautions now, today, to steady the boat for when the levels drop.
You can't see anymore where you would usually have the banks of the river and then the fields and people's gardens. And actually, if you drive round this area, it is a similar picture, just this enormous sea of water. And that is why people over the last couple of days have been urged to leave their homes. Of course, here they are still living in Tier 4, but the police and other agencies say people need to take whatever precautions they have to and not risk their lives. From Christmas Eve, the waters have been rising along this stretch of the River Great Ouse, with 1,300 people urged to leave their homes. One of 3 severe flood warnings in place, with another 2 in Northamptonshire. It was the centre of Bedford that was causing concern first thing. Many say it's not been this bad for over 20 years. On Christmas night, locals dug these trenches to keep the waters back. Jan Schofield lives over the road and says it was like the community spirit of lockdown kicked in once again.
Everyone rallied round last night from about 6 o'clock all the way through to 3 o'clock this morning. People, local neighbours were digging the trenches, bringing sandbags. Some guys with big trucks came and pulled out the huge trees that you can see over the road, which were getting stuck underneath the Little White Bridge, the Newnham Bridge. And that really cleared the waters. People were staying awake all night, obviously not knowing whether it would come over the road.
For those in charge of the response, COVID has had to be at the front of their minds, and they say it still should be for the rest of us.
Please don't be heroic. Please follow the guidelines. Do not do anything that's not appropriate. And also, COVID's not gone away. This hasn't just suddenly allowed COVID to disappear. Bedford's figures remain absolutely high.
Overnight, large parts of the country are expected to be hit by high winds and heavy rain as Storm Bella moves in. The potential impact unclear, as many still deal with the impact of this Christmas disruption.